once told me, when you see that small thing someone does that looks like it's like a red flag, well, it is a red flag. It's just a matter of time. What you choose to ignore because you want to enjoy the time or the moment, it's coming. And whatever that is, when it gets to you, you won't have the strength to run. Be very careful how you choose to look and view things, because what you ignore will be your problem. Think about it like this: you're warned of a relationship that could turn toxic, and you say, man, that person does makes you do, the unthinkable. You're enjoying the moment. But how long does the moment become when reality kicks in? Yeah, not for long, does it? Yeah. Think about it. It's in that moment that we lie to ourselves that we have it all figured out, that we fall hard. Doesn't matter how smart you think you are, there'll always be someone smarter than you. Everything we do today was once done. Maybe the only difference is the type of technology and the advancement of it. It's what's different. What you think you're smart of today, 100 years ago, someone was way smarter than that. That's what they thought. And before that, 100 years before that, someone has thought the same. So even 100 years from now, when you're thinking you're the smartest, you're the fastest, you can, there'll always be someone better than you. The idea is not to compete. They're best to be humble enough to chill that Peter Lemon and accept, you know what? I need to learn, I need to grow, and I need to stop running with my ego and pride, because it's going to destroy you. There's no one who's smarter than the other. It's like this whole logic people say, I'm a self-made millionaire, self-made, yada, 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 self-made. Okay, fine. Let's do this. Let's switch off from listening to you. You have zero influencers, no camera, no nothing, no one viewing you. Then we shall see. Oh yeah, I forgot. And no one buying your products. How self-made is self-made after that, huh? Think about it. No, you're not that self-made. We all need one another. We might not like each other. We might not agree. But we definitely need each other, one way or another. And that's the humble pie. Think about it. Because every time you say I'm self-made, someone has to buy your product, or well, even listen to you. So how self-made are you? Self-made? You're not. So at the end of the day, don't ever think you're smarter than the next person. Just because they don't talk doesn't mean they don't have a voice. Maybe they're thinking, if I talk, you're too loud and not for the ear. Or maybe they're thinking, even if I talk, they won't listen. So let them fall into that trap. And that's how life is. When you think you're too smart, when you think you know it all, when you think everybody, it's like this whole thing where stuck with influencers, yada, 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 I have 20 followers, 100 followers, yada, yada, yada. Doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, who's real? Who's the one next to you? Who are the people who are near where you are? That's all that matters. So be very careful when you think you're up there and you won't fall. It's just a matter of time. Nobody's that smart. We all make mistakes. And that's why we bite the lip, because it hurts. Be able to be told, corrected, agree to disagree, but that does not mean you're a fool. But when you choose to ignore the red flags because you just found the best person, or someone is love bombing you and you're thinking, I just found the person right there. Man, the love bomb, run for the hills. Because that love bombing, you ain't the only one. And in the world of technology, when someone tells you you are the only one, be real, man. We have all these social media platforms. How many do you think they're inboxing that person? Or they're inboxing other people? Don't be fooled. When your emotions are too high, when you're sad, when you're angry, when you're at loss, be very careful who you give that ear to, or who you give your time to, because they make or break you. We are not all too smart. Once you accept that and be humble enough, yeah, some things we can avoid. But when you think you're too smart, when you think you know it all, think about it this way. You're a CEO, everybody listens to what you say. Nobody, you the boss, you walk into the room, everybody's here. You know what happens? Be demoted, be the janitor, be the cleaner. Let's see how many people will be give you time. They won't even think twice, they move to the next level. Because that's how people are. They move with the groove. They check who's next, and what they can get from you. So the question is, what are you really giving? Because you get what you give. Be very careful. And it's the people whom you ignore who give you all the warning signs that eventually you will need them. Only this time they'll tell you, told you so. But hey, I don't have time for you. Dig on, fall into your own pit. So don't wait until you've lost everything so that you can realize that a red flag doesn't need even to be a flag at that time. If it's green, good for you. But it's a yellow to a red, run for the hills. What you're ignoring right now is coming. And when it does, you may not have the strength to run. Just because right now you're smart about it, you can think fast about it, or you'll get cooked, fried, roasted, deep fried. And it won't be in a time you have the strength. So when you have the strength to listen, listen. When you have the time to see a red flag, see it, walk away when you still have the chance. Because once they lock that door, you may never have that chance. And no one will ever know your story. You'll just be another statistic. Doesn't matter which situation you're in life. Be very careful. Don't let your ego, don't let your emotions, don't let pride, don't let anger, don't let bitterness, don't let any part of your emotion overrule your logic and overrule the reality. Because once you cross that line, there's no coming back. And if there's ever coming back, it won't be the same. Be very careful. When you see the red flags, it is a red flag.